January the 14th, 2018, and I'm going to be speaking quickly here because there's not a lot of space left on my camera chip, so this is my third take of doing this. So, when you are collecting, sometimes you make mistakes. Recently I had somebody comment on one of my photos on Facebook, and they said, wow, you're so lucky. Luck is a factor, yes, there is a certain amount of luck to it. There's also doing your homework, doing your research, taking some gambles, and there's also something that very few people want to talk about, making mistakes. So for every item you see that I put out there, there's probably 2 or 3 that I kind of glitched on the first time. Here's an example. This is a Gloverall jacket, similar to what Dan Aykroyd wears in the library scene of Ghostbusters, but this one's gray. You know why it's gray? Because I found out the name Gloverall, and I didn't bother to find out that the jacket was green in the movie. I bought the first one I saw on eBay. Then I bought the second one that I saw on eBay, and guess what? I didn't do my research and find out what size I needed, and I got one that was too small. And then, actually that's the largest, that's the third one I bought. This is the one that's too small. So then I did find out the correct size, and I got the correct size, but it's missing a button. So I got to take this one button off of this hood and match the thread and sew it onto the button-less hood on that one. So occasionally, yeah, I will make a mistake. Same outfit, same character, same movie. He's carrying this Panasonic camera, and I found this out on GB Fans, and I bought one. Yay, that was good. I got it on the first try. And the camcorder itself is kind of interesting because it doesn't record a tape. There's no place on it that opens to insert a tape into. It recorded onto a separate unit. So there's no battery in this thing. It's kind of lightweight. It's not that bad compared to other cameras that I had personally. So before I move on and talk about where I started making the mistakes, let's talk about a couple of little details about this. Number one, Aykroyd carries it like this with the viewfinder on the opposite side from his eye, which I find odd. What's he gonna do there? The other thing is, when it arrived, the viewfinder was on this side. You'll probably find a lot that have it on that side. You can disassemble it and put it around onto this side, so don't let that hesitate, make you hesitate about buying one if you find one. And you're probably not gonna find one with the windscreen attached for the microphone. And tell me, why is something going to be that much better audio quality if it's those few inches further or closer to the mic? I don't understand that. But the windscreen will have deteriorated over time, and after 34 years, you're not going to find one with a windscreen on it. So, also it has this piece here, which according to the instruction sheet is called a shoulder pad. Watch for it to disappear and reappear in the movie. When they shot in New York, which would be the exterior of the library, the exterior of the firehouse for the commercial, and also the Rosebane reading room of the library, the shoulder pad is intact and present. Then they pack everything up, they go across the country to LA, they misplace the shoulder pad, so when they're shooting in the basement stacks of the Los Angeles library, there's no shoulder pad present. So in the movie, it disappears when they go down into the basement and then reappears when they're running outside saying, we'll get back to you. All right, so in the instruction sheet for that big mistake, it listed a possible camcorder VCR, portable VCR, that would attach to that camcorder, and that was this Panasonic, I think it's like an NV8410. Hey, the number 84 is in there. That's kind of cool. That's when Ghostbusters came out. Wrong cassette recorder. I'm sorry. I talked about finding one of these, and I listed it on an equipment page on GB Fans, and people bought this after I bought mine, and it's the wrong thing. So it's in a leather case, which is a big tip-off that it's not the right one from the movie, and the color of the unit itself is off. It's not black. And I thought about gutting this thing and painting this thing and attaching a strap directly to the sides of this thing, and luckily I never did that. Then some other folks came along, and Ryan the Ghostbuster created a thread on GB Fans where he talked about a 32-year-old mystery solved, and he had figured out the correct VCR to go with the movie camcorder, and it's a Quasar. The one that he listed has a more complicated number. Somebody else later in the thread, Delta 88, says, oh, I bought something similar. It's only like one button different, and mine's a Quasar VH5300SE. So I put both those into my search on eBay, got a hit back in December for one, and it arrived, but it didn't have the strap. But looking at it, I thought, wow, this thing is really pristine. It even has the sticker there on the top loading door. 6-hour portable video cassette recorder, slow motion, stop action. And I thought, oh, this is really great, you know. So it didn't have the battery though, which was one problematic detail, and it didn't have the strap. And I posted pictures of it on some websites, and I said, oh, any ideas what I can do for a replacement strap? On one place I said, maybe I'll get lucky and find a strap. Well, guess what? The morning of my birthday, I did get a little bit lucky, and another auction came up on eBay for one of those 5300 SEs, and it had a strap in the photo. And I thought, that strap looks like it could possibly be accurate. So I put in a lowball offer, and the seller accepted it within an hour, and a few days later, this item arrived. Now, number one, it's beat all to crap. Look at this. It's actually coming apart right there. So, a little more money than I wanted to spend, especially when you take into consideration the fact that all of this electronic equipment is going to come with pieces that you don't need for the cosplay. The first Quasar came with a tuner that I never even took out of the plastic shrink wrap, and the second one, the second Quasar came with another tuner. It's not a tuner, and a video camera that I didn't need. So I'm getting a lot of bits and pieces and items here that were not necessary or vital. But it did come with, take the little panel off right here, the battery, which that one didn't have. So that was kind of good. You know, I managed to cobble one full one together from the pieces of the two, and judging from comparison of this strap to the movie, I mean, this is clearly the strap seen in the film, especially this little detail right here with the two studs on either side of the rectangle. And you can see that catch the light right now, just like you see it catch the light in the movie when they're looking at the ectoplasmic residue hanging off of the card catalog system. So we can take this one and we can take this plate off and put this battery in. The label on the battery's falling apart though, so it's putting some dust everywhere. I haven't charged these batteries yet to see if these will actually function later. And then we turn it around this way and we can pop that on there. I'll pop this one on. Oh, wrong side. Pop this one on there. And pop this one on here. And we've got a very movie accurate looking unit, thanks to Ryan the Ghostbuster and Delta 88 for identifying that. And yes, I did go back and I have put it on the other the equipment page. I put the correct information on there and everything. And my apologies to anybody that bought an NV8410 after I bought mine. So now the only thing left to do is to take this one, this camera, and attach this cable. In the movie, listen for this cable when Dan Aykroyd is getting his equipment together and Bill Murray is saying to Jennifer, will you excuse me a moment? You can hear that little piece. I should probably show you what I'm doing right now. You can hear that little piece that screws on kind of ringing and chiming like a reindeer bell. So after several years of searching, I'm pretty sure I've got the correct equipment now for that particular outfit. And I see the chip is flashing at me that it's almost out of space. So thank you for watching, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes, and sometimes you learn from them. Thanks for watching.